What's up, Dragon Lizard Lord here, coming at you with Brush of the God by Kaizu Murase. And I was able to go ahead and check out the special features, and Dragon Lizard Lord was actually on the special features, but I completely I didn't biff my line, I delivered my line. I'm disappointed in my performance. I'm trying to deliver lines better than that. In my defense, it took me a lot of takes to get through that, and I don't know. I'm gonna be a better actor. I don't know. I was stressed out that I'm gonna sit here and make up excuses. I should have done a better job. I am glad that I was on there, and I totally support what I said about Kaizu. Okay, and here's the thing about Kaizu Murase. I wasn't even aware, and probably the world is not as aware as it should be of how much of a legend Kaizu Murase is, because what did I say on there? Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Gamera, Ultraman. I mean, the dude is responsible for Gomez. The dude is responsible for Mothra's eyes. Kamen Rider. He was on Daimajin. The Peking Man. And like I just said last video, Showa Yamato no Orochi. I mean, that's insane. I didn't even know that. Seven Kingdoms. I believe that's the name of the film. I'm gonna have to. There was like 5, maybe 6 other dragons that he's worked with. I never even heard of in like some obscure films. They were calling him over to like China. He did Yangari. Holy crap, man! I mean, he's responsible for like the whole genre here. And then 88 years old, and he brings us the Reiwa Yamato Hydra. So he did the Showa and the Reiwa. What did they say? Kawakita? He worked with Kawakita on Peking Man. I didn't even know Kawakita that's how he got into Kaiju, Kawakita. So, and I met Kawakita back in the day, and I almost pitched my comic. I was like 18. I had the first couple pages on my DeCanyon Draco, Return of Quetzalcoatl, the comic book, and I almost, but he was kind of intimidating, and they were like, Omar, just step up to him, hit him with the pitch, and and it's probably a good thing, because that comic, I'll be turning that into a movie, but I mean, I was a kid when I did that. It's completely insane. I don't think there's really... It's basically about a dragon that hatches and he wipes out eternity. And it jumps like that. That's the whole story right there. We're not gonna... and because I got cut off. Like, it got too difficult for me when I was in like 20 or so, in my early 20s. And it was you got to jump into the workforce. You're dealing with factory work, and your comic book. And I think at that point, I was unemployed a lot. And it's like you're trying to figure out how to be a man and how to survive. And in that process, then pretty soon I got lizards, and I did quit the comic before I got lizards. So I don't know what happened. It just became a bit much, and it just kind of faded out. And then by the time I got the lizards, I had 100 pages, and I published it. Dang, I'm sorry. Let's get back to these special features though on the Brush of the God Blu-ray released by SRS Cinema, which just dropped this week. And so the first thing is I'm watching it before the movie, And you get Ishiro Honda's a trailer for him. There might have been another kaiju. And then bam, Dragon Lizard Lord right up on there on the Blu-ray, man, with freaking Brush of the Gods. So like, I'm like, holy crap, we got some double dragon action going down here. Dragon Lizard Lord, the Yamato Hydra, laying the smackdown on the planet. Man, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I was really stoked about that from the get-go. That just made. I mean, I'm having kind of a tough time, you know, dealing with, you know, like I'm jumping into the next movie. I'm dealing with this rewrite. I already should have been pretty much done with my storyboards. I haven't even started them, and it's just, you know, I've pretty much my crew's gone. I'm getting a new crew. It's good. We're good. It's just gonna be a transition here. A big but it's a good time to do that, to switch everything around in between films, because this isn't something you want to be doing like in the middle of well, how are you gonna? Anyway, let's not even worry about Avalon right now, man. Let's celebrate Kaiser Murase and the Yamato Hydra, man. That's like so awesome. Like, finally get this movie. And so, like, straight up, get through the movie. I did a whole video on that. Hopefully it wasn't like offensive, because I did give a little bit of my opinion, and I am in full support of the Hydra busting the planet. And I'm not trying to target. I don't know, when you see when I step into a city and I start laying waste, I am not targeting people. I'm there to bust whatever's, you know, trying to, you know, destroy the environment and screw over my reptile brothers, you know, and actually I'm here to save everybody. I'm even here to save the people. So it's just like when they start attacking me, and then you know, and I'm talking as Alpha Tiamat here, but I also play my samurai, and he's so as my samurai, you know, I'm the protector of mankind, as the dragon samurai, but I'm not gonna sit here and you know, like if it's like we got everybody attacking my dragon, dude, not cool. But my issue, it put me in a bad position. The film put me in a really bad, because I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, man, I need this Hydra, and I need this Hydra to survive, and I need this dragon victory, like every dragon victory, like every dragon war, and we lose most of them, like when it comes down to video. So, and I know the odds were stacked against us here. So I was, you know, and then it comes down to where he tries to, you know, breathe fire on, I'm pretty sure it was Murase's granddaughter. Dang, dude. Like, so I'm not trying to, you know, like you always have the old dragon tales where, you know, the maiden or the princess gets sacrificed, and that's not my style. That it's like I'm trying to please the dragon and the princess. You know what I mean? So I don't know, when it comes down to like let's go back to like this is Murase's film. This is Murase's dream. Let me step out of this at this point, man. But it did make it so I think I can go ahead and watch House of the Dragon now, because I did not want to see, you know, my dragons fall. You know, I can't deal with that. I've dealt with losing reptiles in real life, and I'm fighting my whole family religiously. You know, they're Christians and Muslims, and I worship dragons, so, you know, they're gonna fight each other until I step into the vicinity, and then everybody has to join forces to fight the dragon, and then they can get back to their war. But like, wow, this is really getting off track. So Murase, just like I'm telling you, man, Papa Murase, that's what Matt Frank was calling him. And I even said that in my last video before I heard everybody else saying that, because I was like, this dude is literally responsible for every kaiju. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, what the heck? Showa Ghidorah, Heisei Ghidorah, the Mothra, Batara. I mean, wow, man. The dude is so phenomenal. And in the special features, like, okay, this is Elijah Thomas directing. I forgot the other dude he was working with. I'm sorry, buddy. You're awesome too. Dante. It was like double D. Oh God. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't have the Blu-ray on me. But yeah, it was awesome. Elijah did excellent work with this special. It's like maybe an hour, maybe I don't know how long. It's long though, and you got everybody in there. Yoshi Ishii, the Daimajin director, and Murase was dealing with Daimajin too. It's like, wow, man. So he's and then it shows you his involvement with just the Reiwa era, which is just like I had no idea, man. First off, Nebula from the Dragon from Beyond the Fog, Kaizu Murase did that. What was that COVID monster that Yoshi Ishii? God, I'm sorry, Yoshi. What is it? The Greatest Battle in Tokyo. I forgot the monster's name. But I'm Kaizu. And so then they bring Nebula back into Rush of the Gods. So this is like a sequel, not really. This is the Baragon treatment for Ultraman, or the Gomez, because Kaizu also, like I said, he's responsible for Gomez. So like he did that treatment, and it was nice to see that. Like the Baragon treatment back in, like, whoever thought the Baragon treatment would come back in the Reiwa era, you know what I mean? So before this movie even starts, Kaizu's already been, working on a lot of Reiwa films, and then you find out that he actually was trying to make this movie since Mighty Pekin, man, because they were like, dude, Kaizu, you're so awesome, why don't you write a kaiju film? And he did, and he was trying to make it for years, man, years, and he finally did when he was 88, man. So phenomenal, legendary. And then all the testimonials, what would they have? Ed Godzilla-ski, he goes, man, first time I seen Godzilla, I was thinking, that's the best dinosaur I ever seen, or that's the greatest dinosaur I ever seen. I was like, dude, I thought the same thing the first time I seen Godzilla too. So that was cool. Lot of awesome people. Bob Eagleton was on there. Matt Frank did a lot of testimonial. Like he hung out with Kaizu a lot at Sono in Japan. Like, yeah, Matt Frank rules. And again, he did the movie poster for Gorilla Monkey King, which I'm really stoked about. yeah, just okay. So this is a super phenomenal Blu-ray that you definitely need to get. So head up on down to SRS Cinema and srscinemastore.com and get yourself a copy of Brush of the God, and also hook yourself up with the Dragon Lizard Lord films, because I'm Dragon Lizard Lord and I'm coming at you. Just like Kaizu, man, I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna, as long as I'm alive. And Kaizu had like 3 more projects in the works. I think I don't know. Don't quote me on that. He had more projects in the works. Yeah. So there's good deal. Also, my little brother really talked me into getting onto the TikTok, and so he's like, man, you gotta really be pushing on this. So I am putting a bunch of clips onto TikTok. So if you could, go ahead over there and subscribe and like on all that, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, heck, it's like the first time I'm saying this, but hook it up on the YouTube too. All right, dudes. And I'm just saying this just because Dragon Lizard Lord is trying to survive here, and if I could get to the point where I could get monetized, it would make things a heck of a lot easier, especially if I could, just focus on Dragon Lizard Lord all the time instead of having to work all day and then work all night. So, all right. Hey, Kaizu, thanks, bro. You're so freaking awesome. I love you, buddy.